comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Give me your best shot!
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the throw. Player 2 has the life lead. There's a corner switch. Opts for the throw. What's the play here? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Grabs him, goes for the super art. Player 1 is in a tight spot right now. Knockdown. Life lead opens up.
Hard defense!
And the throw ends the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight.
Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Brushes that off and keeps going. Throws him to negate the block.
What the?
Misses the grab. Puts the super armor to good use. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. No chaser. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Going on the offensive? Are we gonna not looking good? The corner's a bad place to be. Player 1, how did they read that throw? That actions out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That was the highest if I've ever seen it. Let's go!
Fight. Round. Fight.
Come for them with the balance! Gotta do better than that! Bit connects with the throw! Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on! Gets the counter hit! Reversal! Player low heavy, but no go! There's a burnout! Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. No resources to work with. They gotta do this the old-fashioned way. The low kick hits! Ooh, what a smart throw! What's next? What a clutch low heavy! Player 1 can't use any drive. Are you kidding me? Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Charges forward. Grabs and throws him away. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Jump in, finds the mark. Oh, easy tech. Combo with the target combo. This is the perfect range. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Bops him with the target combo. Heading into the end game now, and the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
A parry? They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Throws him. What's next? Holds out with the block. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They're going for the super art? The super doesn't hit! Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Okay, creating some space here. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Rising uppercut. Genius read. Jumps. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Manages, ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Looking to impress. This super, both fighters planning something? Puts the super armor to good use. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Beautiful fight.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Come for them with a phalanx. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. This is a raw super hard incoming. What were they thinking? This is gonna hurt. Connects with the throw. Amazing. Player 2 needs to take it. Nothing stops this train. Punish counter on reaction. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? Player 1 has got to work some magic with his limited drive. Taps him on the throw. All the throw connects. What's next? Throws! A real test of super hard logic. Are you kidding me? Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Hoses him. Knew the throw was coming. Opposite to continue there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Trips them up. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. All right. Slips the grab. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Player 1 chases them down. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Taking stops. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Rising uppercut! They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Stop the attack by using a drive parry. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Puts the super armor to good use. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Grabs and throws him away. What'll happen here? Player 1 can't use any drive move, experiencing burnout. Big throws. Going in. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Smart play with the throw. Connects with the throw. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still doesn't take the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Impact squat. The super doesn't hit. What? They're going for the super art? That's not gonna hit. A jump. Rising uppercut. Oh my, the throw tax crowns him from above. Genius read with that throw escape. Super art. Hold and calculate. Super art to show off what a PhD fighters can do for you. Player 2 has the super, goes airborne. Connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Player 2 gets him with a Euro step. Counter hit. Where is the convert? This is time to bust this out. The jump grabs him. I can't believe super hard wasn't. Are you kidding me? Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Great match. DJ. Great match. Comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Bring the heat. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. What are they thinking here? There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. How will this impact things? Knockdown. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? One combo can end this.
Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change.
You're in there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. The next brushes that off and keeps going. Rolling Soba. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. A quick breather. Player 2 just goes for it at this range. They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck. Drives and finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter.
DJ.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Ooh, will they hit? Whiff? Or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Trips him up. Player 1 has the life lead. Whiff the throw. Knockdown. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Long low attack hits. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Scrapping and hits him with a stop and block. Breaks the block with a throw. Were they baiting them into that? Gets a risky button. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Dazzles them with a flurry. The low block. Digs in deep to get that drive in. A real test of nerves. Raw super hard incoming. This is the ground. Amazing. Oh, yo. Raw super hit. Player 2. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Low heavy. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? And whip! They're wide open! Flatline zone! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
This is an excellent block! Sets up with the jump in! The rapid fire fist sends him up! Carried to the corner. Gotta do better than that. That back throw was huge. This can lead to some big damage. The throw doesn't connect. One step ahead of that. The low kick hits. The drive impact doesn't work. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Nowhere to run. Amazing. Drive impact misses. Flatline zone. Woo! I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Great match. Dawson. comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? What's the play here? Player 2 has been really lean on that drive gauge. Trips him up. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both fighters have heats it up with a combo into super. Player 2 chases them down. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2, Rashid's making the chat go nuts with aggressive cleanly. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. The super armor does its job. The fighters continue to check each other, and will this super art connect? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Rashid's making the chat go nuts with OD spinning mixer. Gotta be experiencing burnout. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Both fighters planning something? Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Okay, here we go. Can they create an opportunity? Oh my god, they just choked it up! That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? So, what's next? Now they can use drive. Closing super Rashid kick. Bro is aiming for max BPM. Player 2 puts the fear of God in it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Who's going to steal this win? This Sunburst gonna be too hot to handle? That combo did decent damage. Finds the target. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Player 2 has the super gauge and pumps the brakes on the impact. Punish counter sets the table. Whirlwind shot. Fight turns out. No, critical art now? This is such a tough situation to be in, but they still have a chance. Flatline them.
That was catch as catch can, and you're gonna get in a fight.
Comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Shall we begin? But don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Who's going to break the silence first? Who's going to make a move? Knockdown. Goes for the throw. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Grabs him, knockdown. Parries the attack. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation, goes for the super art. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Fires off a Yoga Comet. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter gap? Hits him with a stop and bomb. Scrapping it up, the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Smart play with the throw. Inferno to turn up the heat. Player 2 has knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. The super armor does its job. Counter hit throw there. All right. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Player goes for the super art. Throws them to negate the block. Neither of them willing to back off. All right, what's coming up next? Picture perfect punish counter. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Gets them. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jump? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take it. They return to center stage. What'll happen here? Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Whips the impact. A quick breather. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Grabs and throws him away. Knockdown and knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Finds the target. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? Burnout! What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was going to happen. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. A quick breather. Player 2 will look to apply prep throws. How long can this offensive assault continue? Here he comes. Merciless Yoga. Dalsum just straight up slapping the taste out of their mouth. This is gonna hurt and humiliate. Player 2, he's gotta do better than that. The low kick hits. Throws him. Yo, Ross, superhero! Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Off the spin and whip. They're wide open. Player 1 can't let this. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Who are they swinging at? Are you kidding me? That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Shall we?
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Misfire with the drive impact. What are they thinking here? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Whiff the throw. Combo with the target combo. Life lead opens up. Player 2 is almost goes for the super up. The super doesn't hit. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 chases them, brushes that off, and keeps going. Catches them with a yoga blast. Jumps. A parry. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Drilling time. Lets the yoga inferno rip. Finds the target. Throws him. Grabs and throws him away. Excellent block. Player 2, this is gonna be bad news. What's next? The low kick hit. Target combo into flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Quick step forward. Final round. Reversal. Drilling time. Lets the yoga inferno rip. Hits him with a stopping box. Punish counter sets the table. Player is absolutely relentless. Player 1 has got to work some magic with his limb, connects with the throw. What now? Looking to follow up after that. All the throw connects. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Oh, here we go. Player 2 with the drive and back misses. Jump! Oh, they switch sides. Big drive gauge difference here with little. Oh my God, they just chunked it up. Ooh, crushes the shins. It is over. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.